morning. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Today is a rainy day in New Jersey, and the weather is not too good. It's been raining all night, and it's kind of like a damp, not sunny day, but I forced myself to get up. I'm here, but I'm excited because I'm going to be off tomorrow. Tomorrow is my self-care day, so I'm actually looking forward to that day big time. So if you're finding me for the first time, my name is Penny. I come here almost 5 days a week to encourage someone, to say something positive to someone who might be going through something, or just to share my life stories. I like my personal life stories for the next generation or for whoever is behind me. So what you can do for me, share this video. I've been talking about loss the past 3 days now because I lost my Facebook page that I had worked so hard to grow, and I'm believing in God that He's going to open a way for me to get the page back. But before I get the page back, I decided to stop grieving, that's the right word, and start talking again, because it's been 2 months since I lost my page. So thank you for coming back here again. Please share this video and like my new page. If Facebook is able to give me my page back, I will bounce back, but meanwhile I'm here. Today I want to talk about loss and blaming other people. The reason why I'm really thinking about this is because I came here at a very young age. I came to America when I was about 19 years old. And I can tell you I've had a lot of challenges in terms of relationships, because I came here at a very gentle age where I was separated with my friends from high school. So it has been a challenge, or it was a challenge for me, to create good, healthy relationships with people that were not my family. So what happened to me, I ended up really keeping my relationships with the family. All my struggles, all my challenges are kept within the family. And over the years, I've maintained it that way until now. I think in 2017 is when I started to step out of my comfort zone, to start building relationships that were not family, that were not my brothers, were not my sisters, or my cousins, because that's how I was brought up. What was modeled to me was immediate family members, and that's how you kept your things. But I've come to learn that things have changed. That was in my home village. Things have changed. We are living in a generation that your friend is more helpful than your sister. Your friend is more helpful than your brother. The siblings that we have, let's say the siblings you have in America, some of them we don't even talk to them. Some of them we don't even see them eye to eye. So in I think 2 years ago, when my mom got sick, I went through such a rough time trying to mobilize my family, my friends, to help me with my mom's care. It was so hard. So that's when it really hit me that, you know what, Penny, you're just by yourself. And then in 2007, I lost my dad. When I lost my dad, they always say that you can remember everybody that was there for you. Well, when I lost my dad, it was the darkest day of my life. I'm thinking like, my God, my dad is no more. I want you to think about it. If you've lost a loved one, you've lost your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, you can be in a dark place. But guess what? There is nobody. So you hang in there. And one thing, I've been blessed. I have a great husband. I have great children. The people I've always had is my family. And it's the reason I started talking on this Facebook page, because I was thinking that I need to grow and meet different people besides my brothers and sisters, because some of my brothers and sisters were doing things to me that I was thinking like, they're the ones I was counting on. And then now when you can't count on them, your heart is really shattered in pieces. When you can't count on your sister, when you can't count on your brother. I think as siblings, as you grow older and you have your children, adult children, I believe that some of the children or some of the siblings start mixing everything. When the kids are little, it looks so easy to raise the children. But when you're siblings and you're raising adult children, you start facing a lot of challenges that really stretch you apart. So in the process, You lose your siblings. They are not your friends. They are not there for you. So what do? You do the right thing. You start looking for friends. Because friends, you can be on the same page. We are living in a time that you cannot count on your brother. You cannot count on your sister. And it is the saddest reality. So today I want to tell people, we blame people. We blame people for not being there for you when you are going through your crisis. You will sit there and say, my brother died, nobody was there. My mother died, nobody was there. This and that happened, nobody did this, nobody did that. We all do that. There are those people that we expect that they are going to be there for us. But are they there? They are not there. Because family has changed. We moved away from the villages. We've moved away to other countries. So we are not counting on the siblings. We are not counting on the neighbors. We are not counting on the people traditionally we could have been counting on. Who is your next door neighbor? That was your brother. Who is your next door neighbor? Your first cousin or your uncles. That's not happening. Now you fast forward, you're in America. We need to be aware. We have to create awareness. That is my point today. Don't expect Penny to be there for you when you have not invested in me. I lost my Facebook page 2 months ago. And when I tell you lost my page, it is lost my page, meaning it is so painful because that was my business page. I was counting on that page. I was earning from that page. Okay, it is something that I've been working on every day. I come here and talk about my page. I was doing everything. I focused on that page. My children will tell you that. Then all of a sudden, I lost the page. It's gone, right? Who am I going to tell? I'll probably call my sister. I'll probably call a few friends. But let me tell you, I'm experiencing loss. Who knows the loss? I know the loss. Do you know how I'm feeling? You don't know how I'm feeling. My brother died here in 2012, the darkest day again in my life. My brother has died here. He didn't have a passport. So much is going on. Who was there again? For me, it's always my husband by my side. I am blessed that way because it is not easy. Okay, to regular people, you look like you're doing well because we all want to assume Penny is doing well. But how do you know I'm doing well? How come you don't know I'm not doing well? We want to talk about privacy. There are things, if I shared with you how I'm doing, you're going to turn it into a nightmare. I'm a strong believer of not sharing all your information because when you do share all that information with hope that you're going to get help, it becomes a disaster. I am those people that would rather deal with the problem. If it is extreme, there's a few people I can call. With time, I've created a network. There's 2 to 3 people, max 5, that I can call about a situation. Things that are going on with my children. There are challenges that there is no parent who has children who's not struggling. Things happening in my household, in Bane's family, that are deeply painful. Do you expect me to call people and just tell people that this is what's happening? Do you expect me to come to Facebook? No. I should create that network where I know that, you know what, I can call George, and you know what, I can speak to George. I can call Mary. I can call so and so. Meanwhile, you're asking so much from me. I'm grieving somewhere. So people, we have to learn. This is something I have learned from 2017. You have to learn to nurture your relationships. Sit down and make a conscious choice and say, Peter is my friend, Mary is my friend, Jane is my friend, so and so is my friend, and start nurturing that relationship. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I flew to Arizona to meet Doreen. Somebody I had never met. We've been talking on Facebook. She calls me. I tell her my stuff. She tells me her stuff. We talk casually. I decided, you know what, let me fly there. I stopped what I was doing. I got in a plane. I went to Arizona to meet Doreen. Believe me, it was the most refreshing meeting that I've ever had in a long time. She cooked for us. Lorna flew from Texas. We met there. And you know what? It was so refreshing. And that's another thing. I have learned to invest my time and energy with people that need you or want you, that want to be a part of you. Doreen wants me to be her friend. I'm going to be her friend. Unlike a sister of mine that is always fighting me. Unlike a brother of mine who's always putting me down. Siblings can be the most mean people you can have. Because, you know, they've grown up with you. They have no respect for you. They're always bringing the negatives. You're born together. These are the people that are destroying you, your siblings. Sometimes it's your spouse. People that you are closest to you. So you know what? Friendship you can create and you can break them. When they are no longer good, you can break them. Nurture your relationships. Just like a garden, prepare and know who your friends are. Prepare your garden. In New Jersey, it is the preparation season. Prepare your garden. Make sure you know who your friends are. Call them. Text them. How you doing? Penny, is everything okay? No, everything is not okay. I lost my page. My business account was hacked. I'm not doing well, this and this and that. Okay? After you've prepared your garden, start planting. Put a seed. I just put a seed to Doreen. I flew to Arizona. Took time off, flew to Arizona and sat with Doreen for the weekend, doing nothing. Because I love Doreen. Moving forward, she's in my top list. When I have a concern, I'm going to call Doreen. Because you know what? I have invested, I have planted a seed in Doreen. So that way, when I'm going to have crisis, Doreen is going to be there for me. Invest in those good relationships. Take time and visit when things are okay. If anything happens to Doreen now, I should be able to fly and go to her house. Why? Because I have her address. I can go to her house. The weeding season comes in. After you've planted, weed. Weed your friends. Prune. Some friends are not good. They are the ones that are going to destroy you because you don't share the values. The reason why we were all encouraged to stick with our siblings, it's because we were brought up with the same parents where we share the same values. But now you can see lately you have a sister, you have a brother that you don't have the same values. You have a brother that is so demonic. You have a sister that is so demonic. You have a sibling that is very foolish. You could be blessed to have a sister or brother that is wise. Thank God. The parents wanted us to stick with our community or our siblings because we had the same values. Friends, you don't have the same values. You're not brought up with the same beliefs, even religion. So pick your friends wisely. Weed them. If I'm befriending Doreen and I find a few months down the road that Doreen is doing things I don't want, I weed her and bring another friend. After you've done everything, you've pruned, harvest time. Harvest time is when you're in crisis and Doreen is going to fly here and tell me, Penny, it's going to be okay. Something can happen to me tomorrow. Lorna is going to come and tell me, Penny, it is okay. Don't worry, I'm here for you. There is nobody who doesn't have problems. I have a marriage. I have children. There are people I call. Sometimes it's not a big crisis. Sometimes it's small things. But I do call. You did not prepare a garden. You didn't look for a garden. For you to harvest, you have to look for a garden. You have to weed that garden, which is a barren land. Tilt it. Get a hoe and tilt it. You have to plant that your garden. Start putting the seeds down. When the seeds come, go remove the weeds. Remove the weeds and prepare. When you remove the weeds, the plant is going to start growing healthy. Prune it. When you see a tomato that is so beautiful, a tomato is not going to look nice if you don't prune it. Prune the relationships. Some friends need to go. Especially friends who are always engaging your brain, occupying your brain with negative things. You need to prune them, remove them. When it's harvesting time, like now I went to Doreen to harvest, go eat, peacefully enjoying your friendship. Don't expect people to be there for you when you don't know their crisis. Don't expect me to tell you my problems. Because some problems are better off kept. Some secrets are better off kept as secrets. Some things are not good to be discussed by everybody. You cannot call all your friends and tell them everything that's going on in your household. Because by the time this information reaches your daughter, for us who have adult children, by the time this information reaches my adult son, everybody needs some kind of privacy. Don't expect me to mourn with you when you did not mourn with me. Be there for people in consciousness when things are good. So when you're in crisis, they are going to be able to be there for you. The fact that I'm looking okay this morning, that my scarf is tied, everything is looking good, doesn't mean I'm okay. If you talk to me almost every other day, you'll know I'm not okay. And then I'll tell you that I lost my Facebook page and I'm losing a lot of money, and I'm waiting on Facebook to deliver me. They have not delivered me. Thank you for watching. Share this video. Please like my page, and always be there for people. Don't expect people to be there for you and you are never there for them. God bless you guys.